Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this how to play video I'm going to take a look at Pirate Warrior. It's one of the last chances to play this old school Pirate Warrior because Fiery War Axe is going to get nerfed in the near future to a mana cost of 3 and that might even kill the entire deck, we'll have to see. But now it's a good chance if you haven't played it before, then jam that a little bit and get some easy wins on the ladder, or relatively easy anyway. Life is not quite as easy for Pirate Warrior even nowadays. You have to think more about trading, you have to think more about the board clears than perhaps you did in some points of the Mysteries of Kazakus or Journey to Angoro meta. But it's still a very powerful deck, one of the most powerful decks in the game right now, and it can be fun to play if you want to play something pretty casual and fast-paced. So, the idea of Pirate Warrior is to use various pirate synergies and especially weapons, and punch your opponent in the face and kill them. And it has all the tools it needs to do that, so you have many ways to win. You can win through your pirates, sometimes you get really good pirate synergies and you get South Sea Captain to buff those pirates and you win through them. Sometimes you win with a big Frothing Berserker, you get a Frothing Berserker out, the opponent is unable to answer that, it snowballs out of control and you win with that. Sometimes you win with Bittertide Hydra, that's a big minion that's also very difficult to answer. And many times you win with weapons. Arcanite Reaper, Fiery War Axe, get some weapon buffs on them with Upgrade and with Bloodsail Cultist. These are the key cards. And there can be some really huge swing turns that you can do with Arcanite Reaper because the Dread Corsair costs nothing when you have Arcanite Reaper in hand. So Arcanite Reaper, Dread Corsair, Bloodsail Cultist buffs up the weapon. All sorts of really crazy stuff is available. When you play this deck, you mulligan for the early game. You are the aggressor, you want to be fast, so you look for Nezot's First Mate, you look for South Sea Deckhand, Bloodsail Raider, Fiery War Axe. That's about it. If you have the coin, then looking for something like Frothing Berserker, South Sea Captain to keep on coin, that might be okay. Also, if you're facing some really slow matchup, then Frothing Berserker, for example, can be a good keep, if you have something else to go with that. And then you just start rolling, play your minions, try to look for the synergies, try to play around some of the board clear capabilities, try to get some weapons and buff them. And that's why in this particular version of Pirate Warrior there's one copy of Forge of Souls to draw 2 weapons from your deck, so you are more guaranteed to find those weapons, because they are one of the very best win conditions right now, especially when the meta has become a little less hateful towards weapons as of late. So there's less weapon removal, weapons are better, therefore running Forge of Souls is something that's good. In a very heavy weapon hate meta, then Forge of Souls is not a good card to run. And there's also double Spellbreaker, because there's a lot of buffs around, a lot of taunts around, so Spellbreaker makes way for your weapons, for your Corcorans, for your Bittertide Hydra to hit some face. So, relatively simple deck, but it can have its moments. Let's take a look at some gameplay with this deck, and remember, if you enjoyed this content, then please like the video and subscribe to my channel for more. Let's take a look at that gameplay. I probably can't afford to keep the captain. The Forge of Souls might be a big tempo loss here. I'm not sure how well I can afford to do that. Say he plays Nezot's First Mate, he clears the board, he still has a pirate left. That would be very problematic for me. I probably need the weapons. Let's take a tempo loss here to try to get some weapons. But I might also have to play a Heroic Strike next turn. Say he... well, not at 2. He doesn't have... he can't play Frothing at 2. Okay, please don't have more pirates. Now, of course he has patches. Obviously he has patches because it didn't come out. So yeah. It was pretty rough, definitely. I don't want him to have any pirates. Because with pirates he can buff his weapon, or he could have a South Sea captain. So let's take away his pirates. I don't have a captain though, so he can use his weapon still to kill the Red Corsair. And I will be forced to take 5. But that's fine. Do I want to silence this? Is there anything better to silence? So I can have a 5-3 that I can kill this, or I can silence this, and then next turn I play and have a 4-3. Next turn I play Reaper, and then I will get Bloodseer Raider eventually. Do I even play the Reaper? I will play the Hydra instead, I guess. What would I like to silence from his deck? South Sea Captain, maybe. I think I'll silence this one. I will silence it and kill it. Next turn I will play the Bittertide Hydra, I believe. Okay, face or trade. He wants to go face. I can't really blame him. I'm not fully into racing yet. I think I will trade. Now I have the Hydra down. Then I play Arcanite Reaper upgrade and start smashing him in the face. Can we race now? Or am I at 15? Am I too far behind? I can push 14. This one's pretty close. Is he going to have Mortal Strike in that deck? So let's see. If I push 8, I put him to 15. And I can deal 9 from hand. I could put him to 15 and I could have... Is he going to have another 10 from hand? Double Heroic Strike. 15, and then I will have another 5. I think I will go with this. Let's play around Mortal Strike. Does he have another 10 from hand? I don't think he does. It's very unlikely for him to have 10 from hand. That would be like double Heroic Strike than South Sea deck hand. Patches is gone. Yeah, double Heroic Strike and South Sea deck hand is the only out, I think, when I do it like this. Taunt is not an out. He has only one left. Anyway. Okay, is there the double Heroic Strike? There's one. But it has to be 2. It wasn't double Heroic Strike. That's fine. Yeah, South Sea deck and double Heroic Strike was an out for him there. But he didn't have that. I think I'll keep one for Ding. So yeah, lost first 3 games, then I have won 6 in a row. That's consistency. When I lose hard. And this is pretty bleak though. I mean, if I had the Nezot's first mate, then that play of his was not great, but not having the Nezot's first mate, then this is just awful now. Now he can take the value trade here, or if he can buff this, he can take a value trade here. Interesting moves. This is interesting druid, so yeah. What do you know? Druids happen. This is a tough turn. I just cannot I just cannot give him all the tempo. I have to play the flooding. But this can get really, really tricky. I think he's holding on to a Bloodsail Corsair now. Otherwise these plays don't really make sense. But if I draw weapons with Forge of Souls, that means I cannot play those weapons next turn because I only have 3 mana. Okay, now he buffs these so he can double trade. Oh, Direwolf Alpha is even better. Man, that's so huge. Well, now it's an easy decision. Well, I could still play Heroic Strike to kill the Direwolf. But I think I need to draw some weapons. And I cannot even find a Fiery War Axe. I mean, I have damage, but I think he's going to beat me in a race. He has too much of a board. Please don't have a taunt minion. Well, with 1 mana he cannot have a taunt minion. So I have the option to Corkron. Do not take 5 damage. Or I can Heroic Strike and armor up. Next turn I can play Arcanite Reaper into Dread Corsair. I think I'll Heroic Strike down the Fledgling. Next turn is Arcanite Reaper into Dread Corsair, but of course he is also going to do something, and that's the painful part. If he was unable to do anything, that would be much better for me. Well, at least I can still kill that unless he has even more buffs. But Red Corsair is going to die, so I don't get the buff from the Bloodsail Cultist. I guess that's starting to look like one of the least of my worries. Being down at 8 health and everything. What's your thoughts on the upcoming nerfs, and do you think they should have adjusted Ultimate Infestation? Hard to say. The upcoming nerfs don't nerf Druid very much. They give a little bit of breathing room for mid-range decks and a little bit of room for control decks, but the Druid nerf is very, very small. They're actually nerfing Aggro much harder than they're nerfing Jade Druid. I mean, well, Aggro Druid is getting nerfed a lot because of the Innovate. But everything else they're nerfing very little on the Jade Druid part. Oh no, double Savage Roar for lethal. Ouch. Man, he had everything. I drew very poorly in that game, I didn't have much of anything. Jade Druid will be stronger than ever. No, it will not. The Innovate nerf will give mid-range deck and other control decks a bit more of a chance to challenge Jade Druid. Keep the Forge of Souls. I think I might need 2 weapons to have enough damage to hunt Priest. Charm of the, how do you think Hunter will do? I think Hunter will be better than it is currently. Hunter is not bad right now. I mean, I played Face Hunter in Legend last season, at around 3000 Legend at the end of the season, and I had 66% win rate with it. So Hunter is by no means bad. Come on, give me a War Axe too. Yeah, there we go. Although if he can buff this, then that might be a problem. Will I be able to raise this? I really don't want to give him cards. That's a thing. What if I kill both of his minions this turn? I think I'll do that. My game plan is to make a huge Arcanite Reaper and punch him in the face with that until he dies. That's my game plan right now. And that Arcanite Reaper, that's going to be huge. That Arcanite Reaper is going to be huge. I'll even silence the Acolyte. I really don't want him to draw any cards. Do I have to kill the Acolyte though? I don't really have any minions that are vulnerable to an Acolyte. Yeah, I can leave it alive. I can start pushing face. Then we go in with Arcanite Reaper and then we start upgrading that. That's the game plan. I don't think he has taunt minions. Well, he might have a Dark Reaper, but... Interesting times. Priest is willingly taking some damage. This might end up hurting me actually, that I didn't trade into Acolyte, because he can trade away the green skin. But now we start pushing in the damage. Next turn we green skin and upgrade.
This jungle hides
and then if he does not have a Gluttonous Ooze, we should be golden. Do I even need to upgrade here? 6 plus 8 is 14, 7 plus 7, 7 plus 8. Can I have lethal somehow next turn? I need to deal 20. 9, 10, 11, 12. No, that doesn't line up for lethal. I think I will go with the green skin and the deckhand here. And just push face damage. But if he has a greater healing potion, he just might be able to outlast all of this. We'll see. I should be able to win a race. It's a nice Spirit Lash. You still need something more. Oh, and how old is my 2? Alright. Well, now he's able to save the Elise. That's sweet. That is very, very sweet. So he's at 18, I can push a plus. So I cannot kill him this turn. I can play upgrade. What if I play, I could deal 8, 14, 15. I'm 3 off. So I need to play at least one upgrade. I probably want to play 2 upgrades, right? And the Bloodseer Raider. Even though I don't think this one is going to live, so there's no point to defend it. Then I will play the Heroic Strike too. I'll push that 12 to face this turn. But now if he has a greater healing potion, I think he might even stabilize. All he needs is a greater healing potion. Do you have that greater healing potion, Priest? You have drawn 11 cards from your deck so far. There's 1 copy of that in the deck. It's 1 in 3, the chance for him to have it. Oh, well, that was surprising because the chance to have that was around 1 in 20. That was a big surprise. But then again, I can have this. And we kill the priest. I don't think I keep the upgrade, I think I want some minions. On the other hand, I can just draw more Fire War Axes as well. That's not very good. Your dumb taunt will not save you. Yeah, double Spellbreaker is just so good in this meta. Well, you draw a Southsea deckhand, you play a Southsea deckhand. That's the way life works. Just need to play the pirate on one every time. No question about it. I mean, he could have Potion of Madness. He did have Potion of Madness. Sometimes they have Potion of Madness. But you generally can't help it. I think I will try to make this a 5-3. I could have played that as a 2-3, but it's unlikely to deal more damage. I think it's a little bit unlikely to hit face anyway. But it has a chance. Maybe. I think we're going all in here. Because why not? Next turn I can play the other fireworks. Note the order. If I hit the weapon first, and then Southsea Deckhand loses charge, so it can no longer connect to face. So it was important to hit with the deckhand first. Pro plays. Maybe not. Maybe not. So now he needs to have a Shadow Word Death. Is there something else that can deal with this? I don't think Potion of Madness is already gone. So there cannot be Potion of Madness Holy Smite to kill it. I think Shadow Word Death is the only thing that kills it right now. He had the Shadow Word Death. That's sweet. Sometimes they have it. Well, I still need to keep hitting face. It's not like I have much of an alternative here. That's what I do with this deck. Oh, it's a big priest. Don't roll the taunt. Don't roll the taunt. He rolls the taunt. Oh, that's terrible. And next turn he will resurrect this. So this is probably going to wreck me. Most likely. I don't really see an out from this. This high roll is in the game. I mean, the out would be to top deck the Spellbreak for next turn. That would be an out. So I need to kill the boss too, I guess. But I need the Spellbreaker now. Otherwise I think I won't be able to do this, because now he resurrects the... Well, now he doesn't have the mana to resurrect. Does he have the coin left? I think he has the coin left, so he can still resurrect it if he finds Eternal Servitude. Yeah, that's the way Big Priest wins. It has to have Barnes on 4 in order to resurrect those minions. He didn't resurrect the minion. Well, that's a bit surprising. Let's draw some weapons from my deck. He could have Dragonfire Potion for next turn, but it's not like I have a whole lot that I can do about that. I just need to hit face. And the big taunt is still going to save him. If he can resurrect it now, it also works. There's Shadow... what is it? Shadow something. That might not work because I can Arcanite Reaper. Yeah, and he can still resurrect next turn. So Arcanite Reaper to the face, but haven't fought a Spellbreaker yet. I mean, there are 2 in the deck. There are 2 in the deck. All I need is 1. All I need is 1, and we rock this one. So close, but so far away now. I mean, I can kill the Lichkin, obviously. If he high rolls a Death Coil, that's also really good for him. Captain doesn't do it. So I have to kill the Lich King. And then the Corcoran Elite is going to punch him in the face. Try to keep him within the reach of the Reaper. Do I want to play the Captain? I will have 9 mana next turn. There's no reason for me to play the Captain out now. There's no reason. But he could have the real Lich King now. Grass Hughes. Hi. just subscribed for 2 months in a row. Thanks, thank you so much. What is this deck? This is Pirate Warrior. I mean, now he knows, he has to know he's dead because I played Forge of Souls, so he knew I had a weapon in hand. And even if it was a Fiery War Axe, that was still lethal. I'm going to keep the Forge of Souls. Let's try. Which one it's better to play this and kill priests and druids? In some terms that I'm not going to repeat. Yeah, maybe. He kept 2 cards. This might get ugly. Maybe I need to hard mulligan for a weapon. Oh, interesting. So I'll coin the Forge. And that will guarantee a War Axe, because I already have an Arcanite Reaper in hand. I can play War Axe on 2. Then I can play Captain on 3.
I hope you like my invention.
Do I hit face now? No, I don't yet. Not yet. Next turn is the Captain, which will pull patches. I think he would feel pretty bad. No! Patches arrived to my hand. That is terrible. That is absolutely terrible. I wanted to get that patches on board naturally. Okay, so we're going with Bloodseer Corsair here. And South Sea Deckhand. I need to kill the Cold Light Oracle. But do I kill it with the weapon or with the deckhand? And I want to swing the weapon this time because turn 5 I want to play the Reaper. I can use the deckhand to trade this one. This one goes face. Druid is on 8 on turn 3. I haven't seen that. I have seen them on 8 on turn 4 a lot. I'm not really on 3. Now he needs to find something to stop the pirate. Stop the pirate's call. He didn't find anything to stop the pirate's call. That's really interesting. Well, I do have the option to upgrade my weapon. I don't want to. I want to play Reaper next turn. So I will play Captain and Patches. And I will trade away the Archaeologist with my weapon. Alright, that's the plan. Okay, then we just go in with this. Okay, that's not a Frost Nova Doomsayer, but he still has a card from Glyph. And it was a Meteor. That's a sweet Meteor, by the way. Very, very sweet Meteor. I mean, I could play like double Nesot's First Mate and another Captain. That would lead up to an Arcanite Reaper next turn. If I use the Arcanite Reaper, I can't play the First Mates. But First Mates will die to a Blizzard anyway. That Meteor was a really good high roll from the Glyph. I think I will go with the First Mates. I will go with the First Mates and the Captain. Hopefully force out the Blizzard now. It's still not good. It's still not good if he has a Blizzard. We'll see. So no, he cannot play a Blizzard. That's an upside. So the ping did nothing. Nice. So I will trade this one away. Or might just start hitting me in the face with the Arcanite Reaper. What am I talking about? It has to be correct to just hit him in the face with the Arcanite Reaper. I'm being too slow. I'm thinking too much and being too slow. A little bit too slow here. Yeah, I think I have made some mistakes in this game probably. I don't care about that Blizzard. That's the upside here. Bit of the Hydra is nice, but I think I want to go with the Bloodsail Raider into Bloodsail Cultist. And punch him in the face again to set up for lethal. I think that's a better idea than playing the Bigatite Hydra, which may or may not be able to connect. He hasn't spent a single Frostbolt yet though, so he can Frostbolt my face and freeze the minions. It's actually bad to pop him at 6 as well, because Arcanite Reaper can then only deal 5 next turn. It would be much better to pop him at 3 and save the charge. And I can play the Bigatite Hydra, because why not? Yeah, I don't think there's going to be so much ping damage that it matters. We've dealt with 1 ice block. He has 14 cards left in his deck. He's very unlikely to have the combo, and he hasn't played many spells yet either. And he needs to have another ice block at least. That's not an ice block, or it could be an ice block. Who knows about these things really? I can play the Cultist here. Then punch him in the face. Oh, it's a barrier. But barrier is not enough. Because now I can play the Corcoran and kill him. Ooh. Deckhand Warx Frothing into Reaper a little bit later. I might not need the Reaper. Let's see if I can find some other minions. Killing priests, yeah. Killing priests seems to be... Ooh, the first mate. I mean, I could coin the South Sea Captain next turn. Yeah, this is my plan. I'm going to coin the South Sea Captain next turn. This plan doesn't involve Frothing. There's still a chance to deviate from the plan and coin Frothing instead. We'll see. Depends also on what that druid is all about. Frothing is a big threat, but I think I'll coin the captain here. Now he cannot use even his hero power on patches. Obviously he can wrath the captain. This opens up room for possible Frothing play next turn, possible Warx Deckhand play next turn. Ramp or... yeah, ramp. Alright. Well, next turn he is going to have a lot of mana. I think Frothing is the play here. Because on the following turn I can play Warx, Deckhand and upgrade. So I think this is the way. But yeah. Innervating out that Nourish. Now he has a lot of mana. How is this going to go from here? Does he have a swipe? He can even swipe hero power. Oh, he really just wants to ramp. Well, he does have a swipe. That's okay, that's okay. Kills my frothing, but that happens sometimes. Then it's War Axe. Oh, this is going to be such a good turn. War Axe, upgrade. Dread Corsair. South Sea Deckhand. Obviously he could have a Primordial Drake for next turn. That would be a problem. Because I have no way to kill that. Actually I can just barely kill it. If he has Primordial Drake here, I think he wins. And Spreading Plague might also win. Okay, so he has 2 outs. At least. Maybe there are more. But at least those 2. So that's 2 1/5 taunts, right? Yeah. So I can play green skin. Kill a taunt, and then I can only push 7. So yeah, maybe there is a way for him here. I want to use these guys to kill the taunt, I believe. And I can push him to the 7 to the face. But this 5 attack here is not enough to kill him if he wipes the board. Or if he gets the Spreading Plague now. That alone is not nearly enough. Yeah.
I can rest now.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.